Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs trying to avenge their Week 5 loss to the Raiders. Oh, by the way, that was also the last time Mahomes had Sammy Watkins on the field.
Offense when he is on the field.
Yeah, I mean, he's someone that is just he's a threat in every way. I mean, the way he's able to catch the ball in traffic, the way he's able to catch the ball and have this breakaway speed and still be able to score and be a big body. He's someone that we utilize a lot in this offense. So hopefully he's back out there and we're able to incorporate him with the good stuff that we've been doing lately, and he'll be up to speed and ready to go.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Patrick, I asked this to Andy a little bit ago, but the idea that you're playing the Raiders for the third straight year after your bye, I just wonder, what did you sort of see that you could take from that bye week that was to your advantage when you played the Raiders in those two cases the past 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, I think just playing them so many times over my career so far and being a divisional opponent, you start to configure a game plan. I think they do a good job with their defense coordinator of throwing a lot of different stuff out there, a lot of different coverages, a lot of different blitzes. And so for me, just trying to build a memory bank of stuff that they've done to me in the past, and then at the same time be ready for stuff that he could present to me during the game this year. And so it'll be a great challenge for us, but we're excited for it.
Go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Pat, just wondering, you're preparing for the Raiders, obviously, for the second time this year. Do you feel like it's any different preparing for a team the second time around, whether you won the first time around or lost the first time around? And Brad, I'll have one quick follow-up.
I don't know if it's necessarily different. You prepare the same way. You just have a little bit more of a familiarity with the opponent. Obviously, being a divisional opponent and someone we've played, not too long ago, you understand the things that they did against you in that game. You look back at that game, but at the same time, you have to be prepared for the unscouted look, and so that's what we'll be preparing for as well.
Yeah, and obviously, that game meant a lot to the Raiders the last time around. They did that victory lap, of course, around the stadium afterwards. Do you feel like you matched their energy looking back on it now? Do you feel like you guys matched their energy that day?
Clearly not. I mean, they came out and won the football game, so we'll have to do a better job at that this time, and know that we're playing against a good opponent, and know that we're going to have to give our best shot if we want to come out with the win.
Go next to Seren Petro. Go ahead, Seren.
A couple of quick ones. First of all, specifically to the victory lap, right? We've heard some of the comments from Coach on Monday and Travis yesterday. Just your thoughts, what your reaction is, the Raiders taking the bus around a couple of times?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not ready to go in this game, I'm playing a divisional opponent, playing against a good football team, it's going to mean a lot going towards the AFC West standings, then you're not in the right sport. So, I mean, for me, it's just as important as any other game in the division, no matter if they took the victory lap or not.
Let's go next to Karen Kornacki. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, Patrick. I'm always intrigued by this Raiders rivalry. Did the game last time kind of up the ante in this so that, not, like you said, not that you need to get more amped up for this opponent, but it is a rivalry. It is the one the fans hate to see win. And did last time out kind of rev it up a little bit?
I think anytime you lose to anyone, the next time you play them, you want to win the football game. And so in this league, when you're in the same division, you get that opportunity. So we're excited for it, and we'll be ready to go. I promise you that.
Let's go next to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Patrick. On this one, if the answer is no, the answer is no. But I am wondering if you learned something about yourselves from this game, this loss against the Raiders the first time, that maybe you wouldn't have learned otherwise had you not played that game.
Yeah, I think just the loss in general, it showed that we're not going to just show up to the field and win every single football game. We're going to have the mindset that we're going to have to come with our best effort every single week. And I feel like we've built on that the following weeks after that. And luckily enough, we'll get another chance. We'll hopefully come with the energy enough to beat a really good football team.
And if they beat the Raiders, they're going to be 15-1 in their last 16 games. Congratulations to Patrick Mahomes for deftly deflecting every question about the victory lap. Ian Rappaport says looks like 2 weeks now without Drew Brees for the Saints after the rib injuries and after the lung injury as well. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, the aforementioned, with us now on NFL Now. Ian, what's the latest on Drew?
Well, for quarterback Drew Brees, he basically, Andrew, spent yesterday soliciting second opinions and trying to understand the full extent of his injuries. And remember, he actually came into the game on Sunday with a rib, at least one rib, likely two, that was already cracked. And then the hit you're seeing right there clearly exacerbated the problem. So he had his first opinion on Monday, learned he'd be out a couple weeks. And then yesterday, my understanding is that second opinion then confirmed the original opinion. So here's what we know on Drew Brees. He has cracked ribs on both sides of his body. He also has a puncture to his lung, not a collapsed lung, but a punctured lung. It's not like he was hospitalized or anything, but still a serious injury. Brees now expected to be out at least 2 weeks. Then the Saints will see how he is. And as of right now, no plans to put him on injured reserve. So you're going to see a lot of Jameis Winston going forward on Sunday. Certainly going to be a fascinating game for the Saints. Meanwhile, another quarterback situation that we have been tracking, Teddy Bridgewater. He suffered an MCL sprain on Sunday that knocked him out of the game. A little bit of good news this morning. He was out at practice, working along the side, taking some throws with some receivers in a red jersey, so certainly not practicing fully, but was out there on a somewhat limited basis. At least that gives him a chance to be able to play on Sunday. Not as much for star running back Christian McCaffrey. Remember, he was out last week with a separated shoulder, and Coach Matt Rule has been optimistic about McCaffrey possibly getting out there. But he did not practice today, and the team just made clear on their website that McCaffrey is now not expected to play again this Sunday. They have been extremely cautious with his injuries. It's not like it got worse. They're just being cautious. But McCaffrey now not expected to play Sunday. Mike Davis resumes the starting role.
All right, Mike Davis back to the starting lineup as Christian McCaffrey heads back to the sideline yet again. Thank you, Ian Rappaport, as the Panthers made that official. All right, let's get back here to this Jameis Winston Taysom Hill. Can we even call it a debate? I mean, Jameis threw for 5,000 passing yards last year. Yet the contract given to Taysom Hill was a contract that Sean Payton was adamant about. This is, hi there, Kurt Warner. I mean, this is legit money, $18, $20 million money here because he's...
You're playing people twice. I don't think, for me it's any different, just preparing for another game. Obviously, it's a divisional opponent. Anybody can be beat. No matter who you play. So for me, I just got to go out there and execute. Offensively, we got to go out there and execute, play good complementary football, and give ourselves a good chance to win the game.
We just got to be on that same, page and as a collective group. And I think that will help us. Obviously, they bring a lot of confusion and different things that they try to do. But there's also a lot of things that can happen because of it, and in a good way for us too as well. So I think that's the biggest thing that we have to be really clear on, just identifying stuff and making sure we're crisp.
And a big thing as well here is on a short week. Hi there, Steve White, who made the trip up to Seattle today. On a short week, cutting down on the turnovers, because the last couple of weeks that has been the big Achilles heel for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Andrew, first off, kind of a stereotypical Seattle fall day. We've got gray, we've got rain. It could be like this come kickoff for Thursday night football. We'll see how that plays out. We also understand how important this is to see who temporarily gets atop the NFC West. But for Seattle, they've lost 2 straight. It is more important that they figure things out. And quarterback Russell Wilson, and talking with him, of course, it's gloomy and kind of gray here, but he was 100% glass full, bright and sunny. He said, look, it's not a health issue for me with the turnovers. Remember, he's got 10 giveaways the past 4 games, 3 fumbles, 7 interceptions. So it's not a health issue. It's him having to correct things. You also heard in that bite right there, he said blitz-wise and coverage-wise, they've also got to clean some things up because the Arizona Cardinals are coming with a lot of different looks. They've done that the past few weeks. One thing that could help out Wilson in this offense is possibly getting back running back Carlos Hyde, who practiced in full on Tuesday. Hyde has missed the past 2 games with a hamstring injury. Chris Carson, the starting running back, looks like he's
you.